Donnie Darko here. Welcome to Mac Music Review. Today we're going to be looking at an album. Before I do, just want to say there's going to be some stuff down in the description. If you want to know how the channel works, all that good stuff is going to be down in the description for this video. Today we're looking at the album Egomaniac by the band Kongos, and this is the album cover. Kongos is an almost one-hit wonder alternative band that's actually from South Africa. And the South Africa thing kind of influences their music. They have this kind of dark, kind of scary, eerie vibe that goes on in some of their songs. I think that's sort of influenced some of the drums, and they have accordion, and that's the real instrument that makes them stand out. And I think all that originates from South Africa, or I don't know if there's a connection to that, but they're a South African band. They have those are some of their distinctive features. And specifically, their most distinctive feature is their song, Come With Me Now. It was a huge song on alternative and pop radio stations, just totally exploded. And this album actually had one popular song that actually was a hit and did get radio play on alternative radio. I haven't heard on alternative radio in a really long time, but when this album came out, this was definitely getting plenty of radio play, and that is the song Take It From Me. Egomaniac has 13 full-length songs. I think this is their longest album because Lunatic had 12 full-length songs, so this is one song longer. So, yeah, I think this is their longest album. Egomaniac is a very different album for the band. It's basically, what makes this album really different is, one thing is that it's a concept album. Egomaniac, the title of the album comes from the song I Don't Mind, where he says, "There's an ego. I tell my pride to take a seat in the back, but there's an ego inside. He's a maniac." So Egomaniac is this album that's all about the effects of power and money and popularity. That was all brought. It's half conceptual, like half of them kind of idolizing thinking about it, and half of it definitely comes from experience, because they did gain this popularity and this traction with this album. And virtually every single song on this album is about megalomania, these delusions of grandeur, these delusions of power that you get from, and the delusions by power, caused by having this power and this popularity and this success, basically all caused by that one song. So a lot of this album is very believable because that was very big and popular, and this album is about indulging in it. It's about the effects of it. It's about just what it does to them, the effects of this power and this money and this popularity. Some of the songs on this album are kind of vulnerable, like the song Where I Belong. It's where he basically, Where I Belong and If You Could are basically the most thought-provoking, the most profound songs on the album. Lyrically, they're the slowest on the album, or some of the slowest on the album, where they kind of look back and they reflect on things and they ask big, profound questions. But there are other songs on this album where they just feel extremely powerful, and they feel like they should own the world. Specifically the song The World Would Run Better, where he basically sings about how they want to be the rulers of the world and how the world would be a better place if these guys ruled the world. And it's just like, whoa. I mean, it's just, Argentina is too far south. They should move it closer to my house. I think the world would run better if it was run our way. Or if it was run my way, or I don't remember exactly the pronoun. But, yeah. Other songs are I Want It Free, where they talking about these delusions and these feelings of power, and these demands they're making. He says, I want it now, I want it free. Do you have to say, I want it now, I want it free? I don't know what specifically he's talking about on the song, but it's once more just these feelings of power. Autocorrect is a song where it has a sci-fi twist. This song has a sci-fi twist where it's about, in the future, will I need my mind, or will Google take over this grind? It's where they're fantasizing about how they get everything they want instantly. They can redo things. They can hit redo on their brain. They can take out things they don't want. They can put in things they want. Just basically instant gratification whenever they want, and all these ideas of life being made easy with autocorrect and just getting everything you want whenever you want it, thanks to technology. Honestly, I'm really, really liking this album. Egomaniac is, musically, Egomaniac is very, very good on almost all of these songs. These guys really know how to make a chorus. They know how to do, they have fantastic builds up in these choruses. They have fantastic chorus, like the core of the chorus. And then even like post-chorus, like the stuff that comes after the chorus. Like they're just, and they're good at doing a verse as well. And just throughout this album, I'm constantly impressed with the production, especially like the first song. Just fantastic lead up to the chorus, fantastic post-chorus. Everything around this chorus is just awesome. You're like, it's already awesome, and then it's better, and then it's better. It just piles on top of itself with how awesome this song is. It really is a good, and also the lyrics on this song are very intelligent. They're very self-aware, and it's just really good. They create this kind of eerie, slow, dreamy music with electronic effects and vocal effects on The World Would Run Better, Where I Belong, and 2 in the Morning. And this, I mean, it just takes you to another place. You listen to this music and you're just like, it like puts your brain in a different state. It's very effective. They don't do this type of music on most of their songs, but when they do it on this album, they do it very, very well. Other really good highlights on this album, yeah, all those songs are great. All of those songs are great. I Want It Free has an absolutely fantastic bridge. Just, it's one of those bridges like The Killers, all these things that I've done where it repeats the same lines over and over again, and it gets more and more epic with every time he says it, and it just blows your mind with how awesome it is. Like, the music cuts back, and it's like, it brings like really sharp imagery in this bridge, and it's really just fantastic. Autocorrect is one of the most insanely energetic and just insane sounding rock songs, alternative rock songs I've ever heard, and it's fantastic. This song just blasts full force, full volume. They pull all the stops, they do electronic elements, they do all kinds of stuff, and just create the most exhilarating, insane alternative rock song ever, and it is awesome. Another song I love on this album is Birds Do It. The verse on this thing, you're like, where are they going with this? What is this going to be? And then you get to this lead up to the chorus, and you're like, ooh, this is really good. You start bobbing your head, you're like, this is cool. And then you get the chorus, and you're like, it just blows your brain. Like, the song is just the chorus on this thing is killer. And it's a really great song. I think a few songs on this album really keep it from being amazing. Not every single song on this thing is 100% awesome. The songs that I don't care as much for are Underground. Underground just has this kind of weird vocal effects. It's kind of jarring. It's kind of strange. It doesn't sound really bad, but it doesn't sound great either. Also songs that I don't like as much, Look at Me, Hey You, Yeah You, and I Don't Mind. They're all good. They're all serviceable. They all sound good. They just don't sound great, and they just don't meet the highs that some of these other songs I mentioned, like some of the best points of this album, like I already mentioned. Basically, the first half of this album is straight fire, is honestly amazing, and the second half is good, but definitely nowhere near as good as the first half. You do have some really good songs in the second half, like 2 in the Morning is really, really good. Repeat After Me is one of the best on the album, just really convincing chorus, and builds up to the chorus on this song. It just sounds really, really cool. Lyrically, this album follows the concept very well. This album really explores the powers and effects of fame and popularity. It shows just, what seems to be good and then what seems to be bad, and it has these really good, soulful, thought-provoking, profound moments, like on Where I Belong and If You Could. It honestly makes the album so much better. Just the over-the-topness on a lot of these lyrics is very good as well. It just really paints a vivid picture of popularity, fame, and success, and the effects it has on you. It can empower, and the effects it has on a person. So, honestly, This is a great album. I'm giving it 4 stars out of 5. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great rest of your day.